Good morning and welcome to meditation. May the bell remind us of that little sound that we are present, fully present in our hearing, our breathing, and our living consciously right now. Today's meditation will end at 10:10 so that Tom will be doing the announcements at 10:20. And I wanted to let you know that ahead of time. You may stay in meditative equipoise, and I will be walking out around a little after 10:10. Only good, only love, and deep gratitude come to our hearts. We invite that gratitude and that light within our hearts. And I invite you to just be conscious of the breath. There is no place where we begin and God leaves off. Forever one with God, with the divine. And we are an incarnation of the universe, of the universal spirit. Join with me and remembering I am one with the essence that pervades all, in all, as all. And as we go into the silence, let us remember that connectedness for ourselves and any other person or place that needs that awareness. We can send our light into those places. As we go into the silence now, with the divine universe. I am one with divine. No storm can shake my inmost calm, for to this rock I'm clinging. And I know it for me, and I know it for every being on our planet. Peace and calm and ease. We all send it out from our hearts, and it expands. Knowing it's good, I invite us all to breathe it in and breathe it out. Divine flow is where we live. And as we close this meditation, if you choose to stay in silence, allow yourself to do that. And I thank you so much for sharing your consciousness here today as we live what we believe. And so it is. Namaste.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in Prescott. Whether you're here or online, you're welcome just as you are, and we appreciate you being here. I'm Tom Kimmerly, part of the leadership team. Thank you, Karen, for that pre-service meditation. We have a lot going on today, so I'm going to keep this short. So please check your bulletins for any upcoming events. Next Sunday, we'll be celebrating several holidays and a festival of light service with our beloved Reverend Kath. As we will celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Solstice, our schedule will change slightly. There will be food before service instead of a pre-service meditation. This Festival of Light service will begin at 10:30 and end with a labyrinth walk, depending on the weather. We are excited about our Festival of Light service and hope to see all of you here. After service today, we'll have a quick lunch with some pizza. Then our annual board meeting. We will be presenting nominees for the board, new bylaws which you have been given, a treasurer's report, and more. You'll have an opportunity to vote and ask questions. And next weekend at the Finley Center out in Prescott Valley, some of our members will be performing in the comedy Scrooge. So if you want to go and have some fun and support our members, go check it out.
I got to chime in because it's actually one of the shows is today after service.
You're right, but I didn't mention that one because I figured we wouldn't get there.
Oh well, it starts at like 2:30. So
Yeah,
unless the board meeting gets pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I didn't know about it until today. So anyway, we'll talk to you all later. Have a great day.
Good morning again. So let's pray ourselves in, right? We come to the center to know the truth of our being and to live it in every moment. Divine light shines the way for an amazing service. Beautiful music by Juliet, Jackson, all those volunteers. We are grateful, and know that this service is in divine perfection, reminding us that we are a community of love. And so it is.
I'm so glad Bob's back to tell you to stand up. I haven't done this song in forever and a day, so I decided to flex my muscle and say, I want to do this one. With this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. With this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We're
morning. We've never had a problem putting our lights under a bushel around here. We know that for sure. Hey, my name is Mel Hirsch. I am one of the licensed practitioner corps here at the Center for Spiritual Living. Here not only to welcome y'all, but kind of show you through. I call myself the MC today. And we are 7 of the 9 practitioners that are licensed here at the center. 2 of them are traveling, and we call this Practitioner Sunday once a year. And you're going to learn more about us, we're going to learn about you, and you're going to be able to interface with us and ask us any kind of question you want to ask us, as long as it has to do with ecclesiastical stuff. If it's business, if it's repairing the road, that's not what we do. So, we have so much going on today that the only real important thing I need to say is that my purpose here is that y'all know when you leave this room that you've been loved. Period, paragraph, the end. All right, let us move directly into one of our rituals that we will never, ever change as long as I'm around. Would the candle lighters kindly come forward? No, everything is just fine. The Center for Spiritual Living honors all faith traditions. As we light a candle for the world's religions, it's to acknowledge both our multiplicity and our unity.
We light a candle for Christianity based on the teachings of Jesus the Christ, who taught the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within.
For Islam, the practice of submitting to the will of God is revealed to his prophets, peace be upon them, who taught that there is one God, creator of the heaven and the earth.
For Judaism, a community of shared laws, traditions, and family ties which began with a covenant between Abraham and God.
For Buddhism, that middle path that ends suffering and awakens mindfulness and compassion.
For Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion.
For the Native American and indigenous traditions and those who walk the good red road, including the people of the sun, better known to us in the Southwest as the Yavapai.
For Baha'i, the path of unity and peace.
For the goddess traditions, embracing the divine feminine as maiden, mother, and crone or wisdom teacher.
And for the science of mind, which is the philosophy of life that teaches there is a power for good in the universe and we can use it.
And let us anchor that with our own affirmation for this congregation. And it should be on your screen. We are here for God. Our purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything we do. The good we seek for ourselves is what we desire for all people everywhere. And so it is.
This is a Jack Fowler song we haven't done for a while. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know.
Be still and know. Know that I am God, you are God, we are with God, and all is in that God expression of divine life and love. No separation, only oneness. Peace, peace, peace. May the deep peace of Christ's light, joy, divine beingness, the universe source, live at our souls right now as we pause for a few moments of silence to just feel it deeply. Deeply in our hearts, community. And we remember as we go forth today, taking meditation with us every step of our way. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. A quote by Helen Keller, and what I'm knowing is this is a community that brings that to the world. And so with gratitude, as we ground ourselves to come into knowing that this day is perfect, just the way it is and just the way it unfolds in light and love. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen. Thank you.
I'm in such a moral quandary. I really want to introduce our soloist today as what's her name? That's an inside sound check joke, but I do know her name. This is Juliet Lapointe, everybody.
Thank you, Schroeder. This is a video tribute to our church family. It's Christmas time. Outside the snow is falling like a million stars, like a million dreams all dressed up in white. I'm writing Christmas cards, a joy that's tinged with sadness as I think of friends. Some are here and some are gone, but our love goes on and on like the snow tonight. And oh, what a family my life has given me. From the corners of the earth to the reaches of the sky, we touch eternally. And though my heart every day. This Christmas, I will find a way to let each face I've ever loved shine out in me. God bless my family. As years go by, the carols we sang as children gather memories. What was just a song now feels like a prayer, welcoming us home. To fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, everyone. Some we've lost and some we've found, as love circles us around in the songs we share. And oh, what a family my life has given me. From the corners of the earth to the reaches of the sky, we touch eternally. And though my heart aches every day, this Christmas I will find a way to let each face I've ever loved shine out in me. God bless my family. So fly, angels of my heart, we'll never be apart. Tonight I say a prayer for loved ones everywhere. You're a part of my family that life has given me. From the corners of the earth to the reaches of the sky, we touch eternally. And though my heart aches every day, this Christmas I will find a way to let each face I've ever loved shine out in me. God bless my family. You'll always live in me. God bless my family. Thank you to Clay for this wonderful video, and to Hazel.
That's part of what we do around here, is regardless of family of origin, available, not available, wonderful, sometimes not so wonderful, we create it here. And what a perfect choice. Thank you so much, Juliet. Okay, you see before you, and I'm going to kind of get out of somewhere where I'm not covering somebody up. You see 7 of the 9 practitioners, and to open what we're going to do, because you know we teach, we pray. There are prayer requests in the back of your chair, unless you're in the front row, and I know you'll figure that one out. And you write it, and we put it in the box, and we will pray on it, and all that wonderful stuff. But usually you see 1 or 2 or 3 of us. Now you're seeing almost the whole gang. And so we wanted you to have the opportunity, since like half the people that are in this room are relatively new to us. And so we'd like you to know us and vice versa. So we're going to start by going right down the line, starting with Di. And they're just going to tell you who they are, how long they've been a practitioner, and in one sentence, maybe a short compound sentence, give us like one description of what this stuff means. Go ahead, Di.
Does she get a microphone?
She sure does, and you pass it down, and I'll take it at the end.
Well, I'm Diane Gazelle. I was
I'm typically back with the children, for my passion for many, many years has been working with youth, teaching, learning. And I've been a practitioner since 2009. Being a practitioner means that I get to remember sooner who and what I am. That being aware and mindful and having that inner peace is what we all are.
And then I'll ask each of us to stand. I neglected to do that. So as you do it, stand.
Good morning. My name is Hazel Bowman, and I have been a practitioner for 10 and a half years now, serving this center. Among the things that I do here is I'm chair of the practitioner corps, which just basically means I've got a wonderful core of people that help this center continue to thrive spiritually. And for myself, what I love about being a practitioner and serving is I love the aha moments. Whether I myself am a student or a teacher, those aha moments of spiritual illumination, knowing our oneness with that presence, by whatever name you give it, is one of my joys as a practitioner.
Good morning. I'm Grace McManus, and I'm very happy to be here among my colleagues and, of course, the congregation. I've been in religious science for probably more than 30 years, but I've been a practitioner only for 6. I started out at the Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living in California. I know Juliet. She came many times to the center. And I could say what I enjoy most about this position is getting to know everybody on a first name basis, who they are, what they like, and enjoying all the diversity, and yet at the same time the unity. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sandy Kimmerly, and I've been a practitioner for almost a year and a half. And I guess, first of all, that I was going to get to work with these wonderful people, and that I could pay it forward to other people. So that was kind of my calling.
Thank you, Sandy. I, too, am very honored to be here with these practitioners and with all of you. We're all practitioners. We happen to be licensed. So I have been licensed as a practitioner for 16 years. My name is Karen Rader, and I love being a practitioner. I do get to connect with so many wonderful people and to serve in a way that calls my heart. And that's what I really love. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Sharon Tice, and as Sandy said, we both have been practitioners for about a year and a half now. She's my prac sister. And I get overwhelmed because I am so blessed. I'm blessed to be a practitioner here. I'm blessed by the people that I've gotten to know and got to care about. And as a lot of people know, I am big on working towards a world that works for everyone, and I hope that in my own small way I can do that. Thanks.
And I'm Mel Hirsch, and I'm the old guy. I was first licensed in 1985 in San Diego. A 19-year stint in Burbank, and a short stint in Sedona, and about 15 here. What I love about this thing is the creation of family. My personal best result is feeling comfortable in my own skin almost all the time, and loving the idea of remaining teachable. So with that, I have a notepad here, because we are almost winging this, folks. So just a couple of ground rules around the Q&A. Somebody is going to be running a mic, I think, yes? Okay, and I will give this one up if you need it, and I'll use the this guy.
Right, so you have this one for
Or the podium.
correct.
Yeah, and I think the podium will work.
I didn't know I was going to get to do part of the CSL Olympics this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there we are. That's because he's going to move the fastest. Okay.
Not sure about that.
So, this is about what would you like to know about science of mind in any area other than the business. And who do you want to ask? Because you've gotten a chance to see some of us, but never all of us at once. And then the first one I know is up here, Jackson. And then we'll see where it goes, and then when we get close to when we know we're going to have to quit, I'll let you know. Go ahead.
Good morning. I love you all. Can you talk a little bit about what is to be expected on the educational front for the following year?
And anybody you want to direct it to, or do you want me to direct it to somebody?
I guess Sandy is the head of the Coalition for Education.
Thank you. So basically, what we do here is teach and pray. And the teaching comes in many, many forms, but a couple of them are classes, which in general the practitioners teach, and workshops, and then some other small things. And this coming year, we have 2 classes, one starting in March, one starting in January and March, and then we will be meeting to set up the rest of the curriculum for the rest of the year, or the next 6 months anyway. So that's coming.
Anybody? Yeah. Lisa.
Hold on, Lisa.
That is Lisa, is it? I have a light in my eyes. It is.
She is the light.
Okay.
Mel, I know you've been here for a long time, but out of all the years that you've been here, what was the most amazing experience you've had in this building?
One of the memorials we did for a congregant that I knew well. And it put the whole thing in a nutshell about the circle of life. Nobody gets out alive. And as far as when I'm leaving, that's not my call. It's somebody else's. I just don't want to be there when it happens. And to lose the fear of when it's my turn to leave. That's probably the biggest emotional experience I've had. And that happened to be the memorial of Fred Carruthers, followed by the one for Alban. There's one. Quick!
Jackson, run over to the other side again. Yeah, keep them going. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lisa Montgomery, and this is John Nixon, and we're very, very new. But one of the things that brought me to this church is the labyrinth. Everything changed for me when I started walking the labyrinth. Everything opened up. So I just wanted to ask future plans for the labyrinth and what you're going to do out there.
I am not the person to answer that, only because I haven't been connected with it doing other stuff. So I will just ask anybody that has been playing with it to work with it.
Okay, so I have not been on the committee, but I'm going to stand up and talk about it just a little bit, because I spoke with Nancy, who's in administration, and who has helped a lot with the labyrinth. There's been a committee. We can go on about that, but for right now, it's still being constructed to be of the type we want and to make it even more aesthetically beautiful and usable. And Lisa, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. John, if you want to participate and have some interest in it, feel free. Yes.
I'm actually going to work with Nancy on running stuff out there and stuff like that.
Okay. See? Woohoo! So I would say it is like a seed, a bud that is ready to blossom and bloom, and we are here to see it as it evolves, and it's a part of us as it unfolds. So thank you very much. And for bringing it up, because we're pretty excited about having our labyrinth back.
That's one of the cool things that we've been taught that everybody has a zone of genius or interest that they really are passionate about, and we can't be everything to everybody, but we are certainly passionate about several things. And then to see somebody pop up, I mean, that's a God shot. That's a gift. Who else wants to? And it's okay to ask something that you might be not. Maybe, what about how do we charge or whatever? What do you need?
I got one.
Yeah.
In 15 seconds or less, and can we go down the line? In 15 seconds or less, if someone came up to you and said, "What is CSL about? What do you all believe?" What would be your 15-second answer to that?
I'll lead. Getting a closer walk with thee, quote unquote, whatever the thee is for you, and learning more and more and more about it.
Love and inclusivity.
Knowing that we are all one.
Being open and welcoming to whomever we are authentically, and being okay with knowing that we are free to be, if having one opinion from you and one opinion from me doesn't make you right and me wrong. We are a place where we can come and ask questions and be good with who we are.
I'll go ahead. For myself, inclusivity, that we love you just the way that you are, that we recognize the magnificence that you are in every way, and to assist you in releasing any of those old thoughts that have had you holding back, knowing who you truly are.
That spirit is all there is, and it is a part of everything, including all of us. And what we get in life is what we believe. And if we, as the saying goes, when we change our thinking, we change our life. Thank you.
Okay, we've got time for maybe one or two more.
Can I speak?
Oh, I didn't realize you had.
You don't mind, do you?
I never mind when you speak.
I don't really have an addition from what everybody said, so beautiful, but I like what Ernest Holmes said, was the founder of this movement, and that is the circumference is everywhere, and we live at the center and know the center of divine love, and it is in all religions and all faiths, so we honor all faiths and honor the individual ways that we express that faith in our own hearts. So, thank you. And
hi, everyone. In April of this year, I got the pleasure of meeting some the unhomed people who came to our facility, and they've been coming very regularly. But they've been asked now not to come onto our property or the police would be called on them. What are we going to do to create a world that works for everyone?
Well, I'll start with that. I will tell you it comes as news. And all I know is that folks are welcome here, period, paragraph, the end, unless there has been something really strange or weird or radical or attached to it. And if something needs some investigation further, we certainly know who within the organization to ask to look into it. So that's the best answer I would give as somebody who has been in leadership. Go ahead.
I believe, Bev, that I know what you're referring to, and just that you are aware that these people have been supported in many, many ways. A beloved member of our own censure has set them up temporarily at a local motel. Censure has set them up temporarily at a local motel. One of the practitioners has done extensive research in trying to find shelter for them, but has been stymied in different ways. Yes, they were asked to leave the parking lot after a while for liability issues, but we continue to know the truth for them, that abundance, and that perfect home is already unfolding and manifesting for them, and that life is all in their favor.
One of the issues that has been expressed for the last year or so is how do we get connection between the new people who come into this center feeling welcomed by the practitioners? And what are your plans for the new year guiding to that expansion?
Thank you for that. And that's a very good question, Bob. I know that Sharon and I and the members of the Heart Connection are very active, and I just spoke with one this morning, getting out cards, making calls, a lady too, just to make sure that we introduce ourselves. When new person comes in, we don't recognize the name or the person. And Eileen, she has stepped up also to help with greeting. So this is all it's all together, really. It isn't like separate, this is practitioner, this is another person. So we are doing things to make sure we keep in contact with everyone who comes in. And I don't know if any of my fellow practitioners want to step up, but they can also talk about
it. Just a motto, meet one, greet one. And I think that it doesn't pertain just to the practitioners, but to all of us, that when we see someone new, we go up, we introduce ourselves, and we get to know them. Thank you.
Hi, I think this is for Denise, I believe it is. I was just, Diane, sorry. I was curious what secret things go on in the Children's Association of Awesomeness.
What secret things?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And part two, what profound or amazing things have you heard the kids say? Like, what was the most amazing thing? So.
They're kind of one in the same. They say so many amazing things. We work, the secret is that it isn't a secret. And we work with the global theme. Next year's is going to be, I think it's called Living Out Loud. But we look to see what the theme is each Sunday. Our speakers don't always address the theme, but as they do, then that allows for communication between the children, and the parents, guardians, whoever bring them here, we actually sometimes will read them a bit of a passage or have one of them read them out of our textbook, out of Living Each Day with Science of Mind, from one of our other books, and we'll talk about that. And the amazing thing is that they get it. It is so incredible that when we hear our philosophy repeated back in their words, it's like, this is who they truly are. And they learn that, they know that, they embrace that. And we always start out with a ceremony using God quality words like compassion and kindness and love and wisdom. And each Sunday we try to tailor those to the wisdom. And each Sunday we try to tailor those to the lesson. And I think I'm going way over my time because you kind of got me on my soapbox. But it's just a wonderful opportunity. And you are welcome to listen in once in a while if you want to.
Diane, I'm just going to, because I have the mic, I'm going to chime in. I think I speak for all of us that we think you all do awesome work with those kids.
My name is Beth, and I have a question that's somewhere in between 1 and infinity. So, this is not necessarily for practitioners, this is not necessarily for the board, this is for our entire community. Where do we stand currently in finding a new minister for our community?
There's a community of, I call them the Gang of Six, and our posting has gone out. You've seen the video. We were told going in that to post during the holidays was probably not the best thing we could do, simply because the people that we are looking to attract are up to their eyeballs and over with the holidays, and that has been the case. Yes, there has been a response. Every response is immediately acknowledged, and we have a process that will lead to vetting and a possible interview and all of that. I will also tell you, and I don't know, I didn't really want to go down that road, but I appreciate the fairness of the question. I want to go down that road, but I appreciate the fairness of the question. In terms of the timing and the quality of person that we are looking for, not to expect, do not be at all concerned if you're not looking at candidates here until February anyway. Now, that may not be what we all want to hear, because, you know, those of us up here who have been doing our best to make this thing work, and obviously we must be doing something right because our numbers are back to where they were a long time ago. We're tired. And we're also not available to do as much of the other kind of stuff that we all know that the center will be doing going forward. So that's just about, Beth, I think that's just about the best answer I can give you. As the chair, and the one who does a lot of the speaking around here, I want Hazel to finish it up.
Thank you. To answer that, but also further to expand upon Mel's comment, according to our interim minister, Reverend Kath, she has asked us that we keep the month of March open for our candidates being our guest speaker. So what will be occurring is that each Sunday, we will have a candidate for the congregation's consideration. So you'll have a chance to listen to their message and hopefully also have a workshop so you'll have an idea what kind of a teacher they'll be.
Okay, I think we were very curious about the timing because we have other parts of the service that we wish to continue on with. So I think it's time to pull this one to a close. And Jackson, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Thank you, Jackson.
I'll catch it later.
Shall we do a signs of mind treatment?
Yes, me too. Okay, since I'm practitioner of the day, I'll anchor it in prayer. So what we know is that there is a divine power, a divine strength, and amazing creativity happening at this center right now. And we know it happens in the minister that comes to join us and to live that truth, and that all people are welcome here, and that it's a place of good. So with gratitude for our practitioners, gratitude for every soul that has ever walked through that door and ever will walk through that door, we know that the light is shining bright here, and we thank you, Infinite Spirit, to be that creative force and source within us and within the all. And so it is.
Will we let the love wash over us? We let the joy wash over us. We let it be.
Please be seated. And I'm going to ask the ushers to come forward, and we'll do the offering. And there isn't a whole lot to say other than if this speaks to you and it's giving value to you, and you choose to see it grow monetarily, in other words, those things that we need to do I call it the nuts and bolts in the business side, then put some kind of a number to that just touches your heart and speaks from your heart, but never creates a sacrifice. You can text to tithe if you're watching us online. You can write a check and put it in the box out there. If this isn't your week to give, simply because you're already on some sort of a program, we understand that. Put your hand over your heart and realize the value of what it is we do here as family. Divine love in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, life. And Juliet is going to come up.
We're going to go old school on this Christmas song. Hence, I'm dressed like an ornament. Like you, Hazel. Like you, Hazel. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star above the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Let's all vow to have a merry, big Christmas this year. Big finish, Mel. Wait for me. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
So as we acknowledge the gifts of abundance and love and allow it to do what it was meant to do, and that is move us ever closer to a world that works for everyone. So go forth and multiply. All right, next on the agenda is we would like to welcome newcomers. Anybody who is here for the first time or two, or if you've been away for a while and you're coming back, we would like to not only acknowledge you, if you're willing to stand, don't let anybody poke you in the elbow and say you got to do this. Also, we want to offer the gift of any book from our used bookstore. And incidentally, the used books here are like new condition, and there's some great stuff there. So check probably with whoever's there. I think it's Laura today, and she'll point out where that stuff is. We also have a number of back issues of the Science of Mind magazine, and you'd be surprised the remarkable things you're going to find in there. So, if anyone is here for the first or second time or would like to let us know who you are, would you care to stand? And if I can see through the light, I'll find you. Okay, I guess that's not happening today. That works for me as well. Are the kids ready? Here they come. I think, is the kid ready? Come on down.
So today we talked about community, and after service we have a surprise for everyone, and we're gonna be giving out the surprise at the end of the 2 doors. Yeah.
Cool. This is wonderful. We were really concerned about the timing with everything that we were changing, and as you can tell, a lot of this we wung it, and we were going to finish. We had to finish by 11:25 to 11:30 to give you guys a little extra time, and we are there. So, are we ready for the? Yeah, there it is. Stand. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's happening through my mind, my body, and my affairs. I think it, I believe it, I feel it, I know it.